Welcome students. In previous video we learned about the properties of air. So today in this video we are going to learn about properties of water. Before to start, let us recall some things. What are the states in which water is found? All of you know about the states of water. So water is found in solid state in the form of ice, in the liquid state in the form of liquid water, and in the gaseous state, so that is in the form of water vapors. What inference will you draw from the pictures alongside? Water occurs in liquid state under ordinary conditions. Water is a fluid substance. आपल्याला माहीत आहेच, सामान्य तापमानाला पाणी द्रव अवस्थेत आढळते. पाणी हा एक प्रवाही पदार्थ आहे. So from this first picture we infer that water can pass through small holes or seep through very small gaps or cracks. In this second figure, water jets will be seen emerging and projecting out. The water jet emerging from the hole at the top will fall closest to the bottle. The jet from the lowest hole falls furthest from the bottle. And the jet from the middle, that is, falls in between these two. So why does this happens? So at any one level the liquid pressure is the same. Also the pressure increases as the depth of the liquid increases. म्हणजेच कंटेनरच्या जसं जसं बॉटमला जात जाऊ तसं वॉटर प्रेशर इन्क्रीज होत जातं आणि म्हणूनच सर्वात तळाशी असणाऱ्या होलमधून बाहेर पडणाऱ्या पाण्याचा फवारा हा सर्वात जास्त लांब पडतो पहिल्या नंबरच्या होलमधून बाहेर पडणाऱ्या फवारापेक्षा. In this next figure we will see that water always flows from high altitude to low altitude. म्हणजेच पाण्याचा प्रवाह नेहमी जास्त उंचीकडून कमी उंचीकडेच होत असतो. From this next figure we infer that water does not have its own shape but has a volume, and water maintain its level and take the shape of container. म्हणजेच पाण्याला स्वतःचा आकार नाही परंतु आकारमान आहे. पाणी ज्या भांड्यात ओतलं जातं त्या भांड्याचा आकार त्याला प्राप्त होतो. The next question is, on pouring water in an oil-cladded dish, water does not spread but forms small round drops. Why does this happen? प्रश्न काय आहे पहा. तेलाने माखलेल्या डिशमध्ये थोडेसे पाणी ओतल्यानंतर पाणी त्या डिशमध्ये न पसरता पाण्याचे अनेक छोटे छोटे गोलाकार थेंब तयार होतात. असे का होते? The answer of this question is, water is less denser than oil. So the oil forms a layer on the water and forms some tiny droplets. So because of this it happens. Try this first activity. Take a plastic bottle more than half full of water. Mark the water level on the bottle. Keep this bottle upright in the freezer for making ice. Open the freezer after a couple of hours and observe. You will see that the water has changed into ice. Note the level of the ice. you will find that the ice level is higher than the water level before freezing. What can you infer from this? From this activity, we infer that as water freezes to form ice, it expands and its volume increases. ही अतिशय सोपी अशी ॲक्टिव्हिटी आहे. याच्यामध्ये आपण प्लास्टिकच्या एका बाटलीमध्ये अर्ध्यापेक्षा जास्त पाणी घेतले. बाटलीवर पाण्याच्या पातळीची खूण केली आणि ही बाटली बर्फ तयार करण्यासाठी फ्रीजरमध्ये उभी ठेवली. काही तासानंतर फ्रीजर उघडून पाहिल्यानंतर पाण्याचा बर्फ झालेला आपल्याला दिसेल. बर्फाच्या पातळीची नोंद केली असता आपल्याला पाण्याच्या पातळीच्या खुणेपेक्षा ही वाढलेली दिसेल. यावरून आपल्याला असे लक्षात येते की पाण्याचे बर्फ होताना पाणी गोठते तेव्हा ते प्रसरण पावते व त्याच्या आकारमानामध्ये वाढ होते. Now this is a second activity. For that, take a bucket of water, drop many different kinds of articles in it. Make separate lists of the articles which sink in the water and those that float on it. For knowing more about this activity, watch carefully next clip.
Anyway, today we will learn about floating and sinking. Have you ever wondered why some things float and some things sink? Let's learn about floating and sinking today. What causes some things to float and some to sink? Well, it's all about something we call density. Don't worry, let me explain this. Everything around us is made up of small molecules. In some objects, tiny little objects called molecules are tightly packed together, and in others, they are loosely packed together. This is actually what density means. The objects that are tightly packed together have a higher density, and the more loosely packed objects aren't that dense. Whatever objects sink are more dense. See the stone? These marbles? And yes, these coins. They all sink in water because the molecules are jam-packed in these. Similarly, whatever objects float are less dense, like this rubber ball, this plastic bottle, and this lovely balloon. They all float in water because the molecules are loosely packed in these. Some boats and ships are large and would seem very dense, but they still float. Can you show some objects that sink and some objects that float? Yay! Some sinking objects are coins, iron nails, glass, stone and marble, and other things. Some floating objects are bottles, paper clips, cork, plastic balls, and balloons. Now, you know a lot about floating and sinking. I'm going to have some...
Now for next activity, take some water in a pot and add a few pieces of ice to it. Observe what happens. Why do we see the ice float on water? The answer of this question is, ice is lighter than water. When water freezes to form ice, it becomes lighter than the original liquid. When water freezes, that is, when it transforms into the solid state, its volume increases. Therefore, the density of ice is less than that of water. That is why the ice floats on water. इथे प्रश्न कोणता आहे पहा. बर्फ पाण्यावर तरंगताना का दिसतो? जेव्हा पाणी गोठून त्याचा घनरूप बर्फ होतो तेव्हा मूळच्या द्रवरूपापेक्षा तो हलका होतो. पाणी गोठताना म्हणजे त्याचे स्थायू अवस्थांतर होताना त्याचे आकारमान वाढते व बर्फाची घनता कमी होते, म्हणून बर्फाचे खळे पाण्यावर तरंगताना आपल्याला दिसतात. So let us get more information about this question.
Why does ice float on water?
To take a sun bath.
No, it is because of density. Density is the measure of mass present per unit volume. Lesser the density, lighter is the object. Now, every water molecule has 2 hydrogen atoms bonded to 1 oxygen atom. However, besides being attached to its own oxygen atom, a hydrogen atom is also attracted to oxygen atoms of other water molecules, forming a hydrogen bond. In liquid state, the hydrogen bonds are not strong. They constantly break and reform. Thus, the molecules get arranged in disordered patterns which leave very less empty spaces. However, when temperature drops below 4 degrees Celsius and ice begins to form, the hydrogen bonds become strong and stable, forming hexagonal patterns which have a large number of empty spaces. These large empty spaces make ice less dense or lighter than water, causing ice to float on water.
Now about the density of water. And what is the interrelation between the volume and mass of a substance? So what is volume? The space occupied by a substance is its volume. So what is mass? Mass is the store of matter in a substance in its mass. So write down this definition in your notebook. So we are very much curious about the interrelation between the volume and mass of a substance. So for that, have a quick look.
All objects around us have 2 things in common. They have mass and volume. Everything that has mass and volume is matter. The mass of an object is a measurement of the amount of matter it contains. The greater the matter of an object, the greater its mass. Mass is measured in kilograms or its derived units. The volume of an object is a measurement of the space it occupies. The greater the matter of an object, the greater its volume. Volume is measured in cubic meters or its derived units. On the other hand, density is the ratio between mass and volume. It is a property of materials, since each material has its own specific density. Therefore, different objects made of the same material always have the same density, regardless of their mass and volume.
Hence, gram per cubic centimeter is the unit of density. After studying these different properties of water, now we are going to learn about most interesting property of water, that is anomalous behavior of water, म्हणजेच पाण्याचे असंगत आचरण. Usually when the temperature of a substance is lowered, its density increases as the volume decreases. But water is an exception to this rule. म्हणजे पहा, साधारणपणे पदार्थाचे तापमान कमी केल्यास त्याची घनता वाढते व आकारमान कमी होते, परंतु पाणी मात्र याला अपवाद आहे. To prove this, we do one activity here. Keep a glass full of water in the freezer for 5 to 10 minutes. Then take it out and observe it carefully. From which part in the glass does the water first start freezing? या ॲक्टिव्हिटीमध्ये आपण काय केले ते पहा. ग्लासभर पाणी घेतले आणि ते 5 ते 10 मिनिटे फ्रीजरमध्ये ठेवले. नंतर तो ग्लास बाहेर काढला आणि काळजीपूर्वक त्याचे निरीक्षण केले. पाणी गोठण्याची सुरुवात कोठून कोठे आणि कोणत्या दिशेने झाली आहे याचे आपण निरीक्षण करू शकतो. The density of water is peculiar. When water at normal temperature starts cooling, its density increases like that of most liquids. However, if its temperature falls below 4 degrees Celsius, its density starts decreasing. This means that the density of water is maximum at 4 degrees Celsius. If the temperature of water is lowered below 4 degrees Celsius, its density decreases and volume increases. It means that water expands when the temperature falls below 4 degrees Celsius. This is called the anomalous behavior of water. पाण्याच्या घनतेचे एक वैशिष्ट्य आपल्याला सांगता येईल. ते वेगळ्या प्रकारचे आहे. म्हणजे काय आहे पहा. नेहमीच्या तापमानाचे पाणी थंड होऊ लागल्यावर सर्वसाधारण द्रवाप्रमाणे त्याची घनता वाढत जाते. मात्र 4 डिग्री सेल्सिअस तापमानाच्या खाली तापमान गेले तर पाण्याची घनता कमी होऊ लागते. म्हणजेच 4 डिग्री सेल्सिअस ह्या तापमानाला पाण्याची घनता सर्वात जास्त असते. हे तुम्ही नीट समजावून घ्या. 4 डिग्री सेल्सिअस तापमानाला पाण्याची डेन्सिटी सर्वात जास्त असते व 4 डिग्री सेल्सिअसच्या पाण्याचे तापमान कमी केल्यास त्याची घनतासुद्धा काय होते, कमी होते आणि त्याचे आकारमान वाढते. म्हणजेच 4 डिग्री सेल्सिअसच्या खाली तापमान जाऊ लागल्यावर पाणी प्रसरण पावते, त्याचं एक्सपान्शन होतं. यालाच पाण्याचे असंगत वर्तन म्हणजेच anomalous behavior of water असं म्हणतात. One question is here based on this property of water. In cold countries, how do aquatic animals remain alive even after the rivers or lakes freeze in winter? प्रश्न काय आहे पहा. अतिथंड प्रदेशात नदी तलाव गोठल्यावरही त्यामध्ये जलचर जिवंत का राहू शकतात? या प्रश्नाचं उत्तर या पाण्याच्या असंगत आचरण या प्रॉपर्टीवर आधारित आहे, जे तुम्ही तुमच्या वहीमध्ये लिहू शकता. वॉटरची ही प्रॉपर्टी आपण पुन्हा एकदा पाहूयात.
Anomalous expansion of water. Students, liquid expands on heating and contracts on cooling. But water shows peculiar character. When water is heated from a temperature of 0 degrees centigrade, it contracts in volume until its temperature reaches 4 degrees centigrade. Then it begins to expand beyond 4 degrees centigrade. This behavior of water is termed as anomalous expansion of water. Water has the smallest volume at 4 degrees centigrade and the maximum density at this temperature. Figure 5.3. Figure A and B shows the graph between temperature and volume. The application of this property to aquatic life. In cold countries, atmospheric temperature of a pond or lake falls below 0 degrees centigrade during the winter. As the temperature of the atmosphere starts to fall, the top layer of water starts to become denser due to cooling and thus sinks. This process is continued until all the water reaches 4 degrees centigrade. On further cooling below 4 degrees centigrade at temperatures of 3 degrees, 2 degrees 1 degree and 0 degree centigrade, the topmost layer expands in volume and, being less dense, remains floating on the surface. When the temperature falls to 0 degree centigrade, it freezes into a layer of ice. Ice has less density than that of water, so it floats on the surface. This formation of ice doesn't allow the heat energy to escape from the pond, and thus helps in keeping the water at 4 degrees centigrade. Fish and other aquatic lives are thus able to live in this water or pond or lake, though the surface of water has frozen.
Friends, today we are gonna do an experiment to check the fact that the things lesser than the density of water or any other liquid floats in it. For this we need 2 glasses of water, common salt and 2 lemons. The procedure of this experiment is very simple. To start, fill 2 glasses with common tap water. Now take a lemon and put it in one of the glass and see what happens next. And we can see that the lemon sinks in the water. Now we will take some salt and we'll add it in the other glass of water. By this we will obtain a salt solution. Mix it well until the salt dissolves in water completely. Now we have obtained a salt solution which is denser than the common tap water. Now we will take another lemon and we'll put it in this salt solution to see what happens next. Here we can see clearly that this lemon doesn't sink in the water, but it floats in the water. This is because the density of this lemon is less than the density of water, so it floats in water. But on the other hand, the density of the lemon in common water is higher than the density of water, so it sinks. This is the reason why one lemon floats while other one sinks in the water of different properties. This experiment shows that an object which has less density than water floats in it, while the density of other object which is higher than the water sinks in it.
In this activity, the salt dissolves in the water in the glass. That is, it disappears. What happens when it disappears like this? So answer of this question is, when the salt dissolves in water, its particles spread in water. Slowly they become smaller and smaller. Ultimately they become so small that they cannot be seen. That is, they mix completely with water. This is what we call dissolving. म्हणजेच पाण्यात विरघळताना मिठाचे कण पाण्यात पसरतात. हळूहळू ते आणखी लहान लहान होत जाऊन शेवटी इतके लहान होतात की ते दिसेनासे होतात. म्हणजेच ते पाण्यामध्ये पूर्णपणे मिसळतात. यालाच विरघळणे असे म्हणतात. Different concepts are used in this dissolving process, and that are solute, solvent and solution. So solute is the substance that dissolves, that is salt. Solvent is the substance in which the solute dissolves, that is water. And the solution, what we get when the solute dissolves in the solvent. या ॲक्टिव्हिटीमध्ये आपण जे मिठाचे पाणी तयार केलेले आहे, यामध्ये आपण वेगवेगळ्या कन्सेप्ट वापरू शकतो. याच्यामधले पहिल्यांदा आहे द्राव्य, म्हणजे जो पदार्थ विरघळतो. द्रावक म्हणजे ज्या पदार्थात द्राव्य विरघळते. आणि द्रावण म्हणजे जेव्हा द्राव्य द्रावकात संपूर्णपणे मिसळते आणि जे तयार होते त्याला द्रावण असे म्हणतात.
Let's learn the uses of water. We drink water. Water is needed for cooking. We bathe in water. Water is needed for making houses. We need water for washing. We need water for cleaning. All plants need water. Animals also need water. Water is very important for all of us. So, do not waste water. Do not drink dirty water. You may get sick. Always use clean water to drink and stay healthy.
Some more uses of water according to its properties. First, water is useful for water transport due to its fluidity. Water falling down from a height is used to generate electricity with the help of a generator. Second, water is a good coolant and is used in motor vehicles to control the temperature of the engine. Third, many substances are soluble in water. Water is a universal solvent. Water is used as a solvent in factories, laboratories, foodstuffs, and in various types of biological processes occurring in the body such as digestion, excretion, etc. Fourth, water is useful for cleaning purposes such as for bathing, washing clothes, etc. Write down these uses in your notebook. Thus, we complete here the second part of this chapter, that is properties of water. Question first, fill in the blanks. Water does not have its own shape but has a dash dash. Second, as water freezes, it expands and its dash dash increases. Third, the density of water is maximum at dash dash. Question 2. Write answers of this question. First, why do we see ice floating on water? Second, explain various properties of water. Third, name some of the substances that dissolve completely in water. Fourth, name any 4 solutes and solvents. Fifth, define solute, solvent and solution. Sixth, write uses of water. Seventh question, write formula of density. Eighth question, explain in brief anomalous behavior of water.